It's getting pulled for sure.
It looks good. I don't think there's anything else we could put on that side.
We have a lot of got a cloud, got a cacti.
You think
A lot of heat's coming from that side.
You think the laptops look good in the back going like that or what?
You can tell what we're doing.
Yeah. I like that you can see the time. You know?
Is that pretty accurate? Yeah. Plus or minus a minute.
Yeah.
All right. Well, how are you doing?
We're by ourselves, huh?
Episode 23.
Oh, man. We had to cancel some guests.
Topics.
What are we going to talk
about? Fast change.
We had some good guests that we had to cancel, but we'll get them back.
Yeah. We're going to have some double guests. Two guests.
School superintendent.
Don't tell them. Don't tell them.
Okay.
They are begging.
They want to know.
They want to know bad.
They want to know, and I thought about telling them, but I'm not going to.
She didn't.
Yeah. Oh, the psychologist got back to me.
Oh, well,
she's game.
That's telling them.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's one of them. They don't know where, though.
We've been talking about having a psychologist on.
Yeah.
So that's fair.
Yeah. She's from.
We have it. You
say
the business.
Yeah. They just relocated out of Houston into Pearland.
Okay.
So it's pretty exciting.
That's good because, we have mental health issues.
A lot.
Me and you.
Yeah.
So it's probably going to be more for us than the people that are watching.
Either way.
But hopefully it helps everybody, huh?
Yeah.
So why do we have to cancel these guests, John?
I got the vid. How do we say it without getting pulled? We get the C word? Call the C word?
Let's make it funnier. Bubbles? I would say that passes with that laugh.
I got the bubbles.
You got bubbles.
All right. So the C word, the vid equals bubbles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's the decryption.
Yeah. I think Kelly had it the week before.
Yeah.
A boo thing. We had to get it from the kids.
Yeah.
But she had a cough and like a little headache for like 2 or 3 days. Not bad. So we didn't think of anything. Like I joked around with her too. I was like, "You probably got bubbles, don't you?" And she was like, probably not.
I didn't think you'd be good at doing that. But
what?
You got it right. Using bubbles.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And then like 4 days later, 5 days later, it was on a Sunday. I went and ran, and I ran like at noon, and it was pretty hot. And like I don't know if my body was trying to tell me something then, like, hey, you're about to die, like we're about to shock you here in a little bit. Because I was sweating. I just didn't feel good. Like, I think I texted you and I said, I'm not going to run for a while. Because I thought my body, I was like, still have this like leg injury and I just didn't feel good.
Yeah.
But I'm looking back at it. I'm wondering if I was like getting geared up to get sick. But so that night, man, it came on pretty quick. I had cold chills, fever, just out of nowhere. Just boom, came on pretty quick. And then Monday, got tested. It wasn't a quick response, so I had to wait about 12 hours. But Monday I felt good. No fever, nothing. So felt a little tired and stuff, but nothing too bad. That night, fucking kicked my ass, man. Fever came on. I had a fever. I didn't have breathing issues or anything. I had a fever for about 8 days. I couldn't break it. It was over 100 degrees.
It's a long fever.
Dude, like night 4, I like broke down, man. I was like, all right, do I need to go to the hospital?
Yeah. Like,
what do I need to do here? I was taking Tylenol, and then I started mixing ibuprofen, back to back. But when Kelly gave me the ibuprofen, it was like 2:00 in the morning, and I opened it up, and I read the back of it. I was dying. I was like, it said take one, so I took one. And then an hour later, that's when my fever got the highest. It was like almost 103. And I woke Kelly up. I was like, it's not fucking working. What do I need to go to the hospital? What do I need to do? And she called the nurse, and the nurse was like, well, what is he taking? She said ibuprofen. And how much is he taking? He took one. And she was like, oh, well, that's what you give toddlers. You need to you need to give him 3 or 4.
It's an honest mistake, though, right?
Yeah, because it said 1.
Because you're small.
Yeah. So I was taking 200 milligrams, so I need to be taking like 1,000 milligrams of the medicine. But that, I mean, other than like feeling tired and body aches and feeling nauseous, I did lose my smell, but not my taste. So I thought that was a little weird. It wasn't crazy bad. Like the fever sucked though. Like don't get me wrong, that was terrible. I went and got the Regeneron drip on Saturday, so like almost a week. I think if I would have got that, probably right on, but I couldn't get. It's crazy how hard I tried to get scheduled, and it kind of opened my eyes. Like how there's a lot of people that really need it. Like I probably could have done without it, but the folks that really need it, like good luck. Unless you're, we hear about Joe Rogan. He like the next day had all this access to medication, and he was able to fight it pretty quickly. I think he felt sick for one day. He said, I couldn't. I'm starting to make. So I was sick Monday night. I tried making calls on Wednesday, and I couldn't get in until Saturday. And nowhere around here, like Houston, Pearland, Texas City, Bay City. There's a few areas that do the Regeneron drip. And Angleton was the fastest that I could get in. Some places had like you need to call and get your doctor to fill out this form and then send it to us, and then we'll call you whenever we receive the form. We'll schedule it. And then some other folks were like, oh, you need to have a doctor send over information. Go to this website and download. This was a good one. Go to this website and download it. And then I went to the website and I was downloading the form, and then it said, no, call this number. So I called the number, and they're like, no, you need to go to the website. I was like, well, the website's telling me to call the number. She's like, no, you need to just fill it out on the website. I was like, ma'am, I'm not trying to be difficult with you. I'm on the website right now, and it tells me to call you. She's like, well, everyone else has been doing it. So we went back to the website again and answered a question incorrectly. I forget what the question was. It was like, are you over 65 or something like that? And instead of putting no, I put yes, and then it let me complete the form.
Oh, wow.
So, but I got in Angleton on Saturday, got that drip. I was probably the youngest one. Everyone who was there was probably 20, 25 people that went, and they do it like they don't do the drip every day because it's a surgery center. So they do it like 3 times a week or 4 times a week. I was probably the youngest one there by a long shot. Everyone else was pretty, in their 50s and 60s. People have been vaxxed, non-vaxxed. And I got the drip Saturday night or Saturday morning. Felt like I think it hit me harder, made me feel like crap all day Saturday. And then by Sunday is when I started feeling like a little bit better. And then every day I just started feeling a little bit better, but still feeling sluggish. Like today I still feel tired. I don't know if it's because we had coffee and now I'm on a low, but I definitely feel a lot tired, more tired. But like I said, I didn't have breathing issues, thank God. I didn't end up in the hospital. I just had a crappy fever.
And you were checking your oxygen too, which is good and bad because you're seeing it go up and down, and then it doesn't make you feel good.
Kelly had one of those from the Army. She was given an Army whenever I guess you go out and on tour or whatever. But so I was checking it. She gave it to me like on Tuesday morning, and then when you give that shit to me, I'm gonna check it. So like I was taking my temperature like every 30 minutes, and then checking my oxygen level like every 30 minutes. And she tried to say, you don't need to be checking it that much. But I'm like, I have to. Like, it's the way my brain works. So it got down to like 94, 93, 94. But I think it was because I like was correlating it. Like when my fever was high, that's when my oxygen level would go low.
Was that true?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if that's like medically true or not, but for me, when my fever was high, my oxygen would be at 94. When my fever was like 100, it went to 99 a couple of times. And when it was at 99, my oxygen level would be like 97, 98. But when my fever was pretty consistent at 100, 101, and my oxygen level would be at like 94, 95. So it never got below 94. It showed 93 a couple of times, It's kind of freaked me out a little bit, but it always came back up.
I can't imagine looking at those numbers you're probably looking at it multiple times an hour, right?
I got down to the point where, so I was on the recliner pretty much for 2 weeks. It kicked my ass for 2 weeks pretty much. And I got down to the point where my oxygen level, like I knew if I was going to check my oxygen level, I had to be sitting up straight, because of if I was leaning back on the recliner and actually reclined back, my oxygen level would be lower, right? Because your lungs are down.
Yeah.
So every time I would get it, and I wouldn't check it right when I got up, because it's one of those things you put on your finger, so it checks your heart rate and your oxygen level. So you got your heart rate and your oxygen level. Well, when I would get up and go straight to it in the kitchen, my heart rate, that's the other thing. My heart rate was like 130, 140 when I get up. And it was like when I was sitting down, it was in the 90s, which is crazy because I'm usually 58s, low 60s all the time when I'm sitting down. So when I got up and I would go to it, my heart rate would be just bumping, dude, just hitting hard. So I'd be at like 140, 150-ish. That'd be like me running, right? That'd be like me running, right?
That's the only reason I know what numbers are from running.
Yeah,
so 150 is I guess like a casual run, right?
That would be me in my eights and 9s. Yeah.
Dang, I was out of shape then. I was doing like 170 there. The most recent time.
170s I would be in the 7s. Yeah. So I had it down to a science. Like I would get up, walk around like my kitchen, like the little island, and then check it. I would walk around like twice because let my body like adjust from getting up. But yeah, I lost my appetite. I lost probably like 10 pounds over the course of the last, I guess, 2 weeks. But as soon as I got my appetite back, dude, I ate like shit. I was telling you, we were talking every day, but
what kind of shit were you eating?
So I don't eat bread, right? That's pretty much what I don't eat. We'll go eat fast food, but I don't eat bread, right? I don't drink Coke. I drink water. Every now and then, very rarely, I'll have like a Diet Coke or a sweet tea or something, right? But when Kelly, like the first day, she was like, you need to eat something. Like you need to eat. She's like, what do you want? I'll go get you something. So I was like, Subway. And I haven't had Subway in fucking 2 or 3 years, dude. It's been a long time. So I had Subway. She got me a foot long. I don't even know what it was, but it had a bunch of crap on it. I ate the whole thing. And then I started getting my appetite back after that. She was like, well, what do you want for dinner? And I was like, Chinese food. So then we went to a little Chinese Walk, that little place that looks like it should probably not be open in Angleton. Got that. I think I got that 2 nights in a row. And then we went to, I started feeling a little bit better when I got my appetite back. So we started driving around a little bit. And then we went to Dairy Bar.
Yeah.
Went to Dairy Bar a couple of times. Chocolate cherry Dr. Peppers. I think you were giving me some crap about
that.
Which
I feel like you didn't even go to before. It's just
never went to. No,
just started going all of a sudden.
It gave me an excuse to eat like shit.
You thought, where's the craziest place I can go? And Dairy Bar with
chili. I never get chili cheese fries, and I was like, I want chili. It was like my excuse to eat bad.
Yeah. Because you felt bad. Right?
Yeah, buddy felt bad. That's. Like I said, it kicked my ass in the dirt pretty good, but luckily I didn't end up in the hospital or have, my brother ended up in the hospital and he had pneumonia and all, people are getting hit pretty good. But I was one of the type of, if I got it, I felt like I would have kicked it pretty quick. And that's the only thing that kind of sucks.
That's the interesting thing.
Yeah, because I hear people that are like, I just got a little body ache. I thought I would be one of those people because I take vitamins. I ate good. I ran. I was always in the sun. I take pretty good care of myself. So I stupidly thought that if I got it, I would be. It would take me out for a couple of days, but I'd be pretty good. But it took me out for a week and a half.
Yeah.
And I was talking to Dale Frankham, the owner of Vital Functional Fitness, and he said like some of his top athletes took him out for a while too. So I don't know. I don't know if I got the variant or what strain I got, but
yeah, it's I don't know if they're testing both.
I don't know. I don't know if you have to specifically ask for it or what, but I know some people that are like, oh yeah, I got the variant. And I'm like, well, how do you know? It is pretty cool. Like everything's done on the app through UTMB. There's like a My Chart app. So I thought that was pretty cool.
So you can stay updated.
Yeah. And you can like chat with the doctors and get all your tests and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
So,
because you talked differently about bubbles, and now you think differently about bubbles now.
I'm so gun shy about it now.
And the bubble popper.
Yeah. The bubble popper.
Yeah.
The bubble,
yeah. The thing that gets rid of bubbles.
Yeah. So I was talking to my friend, he's in the medical industry and he lives in Colorado, and he got the bubble popper in January of this year. And I don't know which one he got. I think he got Moderna, but then he got COVID in March, and then it hit him bad, where it messed up his heart. What is it called? Myocryosis?
Cryosis.
I don't know. But it messed up his heart. So now he's taking like beta blockers and, a couple of different medications for his heart. So I talked to him, and I probably shouldn't have talked to him. I talked to him like on day 4 or 5, and he was saying like day 6 through 8's pivotal. Like if you start having lung issues or if you start having heart issues, you need to just go, because he was having heart issues. Like he would be sitting down and his heart rate would be like in the 180s. Like just watching a movie. But
what was he watching? Tom Cruise?
yeah. What was he watching? But he let it. He's kind of like, I mean, we're kind of the same. Like we don't want to go to the doctor. We'll be all right. Our bodies will get over it, kind of people, But he finally went, and he was like, "You came just in time." So anyway, so he was telling me like day 5 or through 7 are like the pivotal days. So when day 5 or 7 came, I started having like panic attacks and like crazy shit happening, because I was freaking myself out about it even more than I should have been.
There's that too, though. There's, definitely bubbles, but definitely you can really freak yourself out too.
Yeah.
On top of it.
Yeah.
There's two things.
I deal with it. I feel like I deal with a pretty extreme case of anxiety. I have it. I don't know how I got it, but I got it.
Yeah.
And I know caffeine definitely fucks me up more. But
we still do it.
Yeah. Man. It's so good. Caffeine's it's a drug. I mean, we were addicted to it.
Yeah.
I know that triggers me, and I know that the lack of exercise triggers it too. If I'm exercising, consistently, then I can feel like I can control my anxiety a little bit more. But obviously wasn't exercising, was just watching TV all day. And I started having pretty severe panic attacks where I thought I was having issues, and Kelly was like, "Look, you just need to calm down and go walk," or she was telling me to go ride a bike, and I was like, I can't go ride my bike right now. Like,
I can barely walk.
That's the other thing too. Like when day 3 hit, like boom, I just lost all like mobility, muscle, strength. Like trying to like climb up the stairs in the house, like barely could do that.
That'd be tough. That's hard. That's hard when you don't have bubbles. Hard on.
Oh, I got his bubbles. But no, man, that's pretty much it. So now, like I said, I feel pretty good. I went and got one of those. There's those Abbott COVID tests at like Walgreens. You can get
the bubbles test.
The bubbles test. Damn it! I said the C word.
Oh man.
But so I took that yesterday actually, and I showed negative.
15 minutes.
Yeah. It says 15 minutes, but it started like the results came up like within seconds.
It's kind of costly, huh? How much was it?
They're like, so I didn't know that 2 come in a pack. You get 2. I thought it was just 1, but for $24, but it's like 2 for $24. So there was only 2 left. I got 2. I got both.
That's good.
So
that's quick too, because sometimes these rapid tests don't even you don't get them in a day.
That's scary. So my son started having fever too, like when I was like in the shit, and we went and got him tested, and then Kelly got tested too, and they both thankfully showed negative. But it wasn't rapid test. Like you have to. It's funny. Like when you're making an appointment, you make an appointment, but you can't make an appointment to get like either or. It's like, oh, well, we're doing rapid test at this time, and we're doing or we don't offer it here. Like it's like, well, what the hell? Like, where do I go? Like, tell me who has the good stuff. Like, where do I need to go?
Yeah.
I
would think rapid would just be the standard now. Like,
yeah,
because it's available now. I think before they didn't exist. So now that they exist, I would think that would be the main thing.
Getting an appointment to try to do anything right now is tough.
That's what adds to the anxiety.
Yeah.
Like I was telling you, I had a panic attack. We went to Austin and I started thinking hard about bubbles.
Yeah.
And just thinking about hospitals full and, nowhere to go. I'm out of town.
Yeah.
And then I just had a full-on panic attack. I started like hyperventilating. Had been talked down by Courtney, and I ended up just going out in the city, and I ran.
Yeah.
Because whenever I think I'm getting sick, I load down on water and I start working the blood. So I ran, and I thought I was going to run like half a mile because I haven't been running either. I ended up running like almost 2.5 miles in Austin, and then came back and just started breathing, took a shower, and then I felt better. But I was just, it's crazy what your mind can do.
Yeah.
When you start really worrying.
Yeah. I think, exercising and eating healthy is like for me, that works for me. And I think it works for a lot of people. So like you did, like you went and ran and then you felt immediately, you probably felt better after that.
Yeah. I always associate it with coffee too, because I had coffee that, that afternoon. But the crazy thing too is you had it for so long.
Yeah.
So like you thought that if you get it, you get bubbles, you're gonna be like that. Was it 2 to 4 day?
Yeah.
Like a lot of people just get that, but then it ended up being like 8 days. And I remember calling you, and I was like, oh, he's full of shit.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't answer. We talk every morning, and you wouldn't even answer the phone. I was like, shit.
Yeah.
Didn't answer the phone the next day. I was like, I guess he don't feel good.
Yeah, dude. So like I said, Monday, when I started feeling bad Sunday night, Monday I was like, all right, if this is going to be the telltale, with the next 24 hours is going to tell how I'm going to feel. And that Monday I didn't feel bad at all. I worked and I went and got tested and was waiting for the results to come back. And it's like when I got the results like at midnight. I was checking the app. Right when I got the results, it's like my mind shifted and it said positive, and then I started feeling bad. And then the fevers came. Like, I don't know if that was just a mind fuck or what it was, but it lasted for a very long time, dude. It was awful.
I think that data validation will make it worse immediately. Once you know you have positive, negative, or once your oxygen level goes down or blood pressure goes up, like once you see it, you believe it, and it just gets worse. You'll just get in your head, and they're real, but like it makes it worse when you know.
I think so.
So I couldn't be looking at those metrics all day.
Yeah,
that would just.
It was tough. It messed with my mind for sure. But now, I'm gun shy about going places. I think which is normal. I'm like, well, do I get the bubble? What did you call
it?
The bubble popper. Do I get the bubble popper or not? Which bubble popper do I get?
Yeah.
Social media right now is fucked too. I can't get on. I haven't been on. I got on Facebook a little bit last night, and then you see a bunch of bad shit, so then I just get off.
Yeah. Me too. I mean,
I can't
start reading. It just gives you just crazy anxiety, and it's tough. It's tough to watch.
Yeah.
But it's tough to know. Do your research. Because everything's just so new, it's hard to do research on it.
Yeah. I don't know. Crazy shit, dude.
But your perspective changed, right? You're thinking about it now.
I'm thinking about it more, for sure. Yeah, because it kicked my ass in the dirt. But I legit think Kelly got it. I think we got it from the kids, too. The other crazy part is when I was feeling ill, we tried to keep Candace out of school, and they were like, no, send her to school. Just make sure that, she's isolating away from him and send him to school. And I'm like, fuck no.
A lot of that's changed. Used to be
just recently.
You would send people in Tyvek suits into the school and completely raid that area that the person was in and put caution tape up. And now it's You got the days? Okay.
Yeah.
No test. We'll just send you back. So that's changed a lot from what I've seen.
Yeah, here locally, just in Angleton, they passed out the Chromebooks, so I think they're like gearing up for distance learning again, online learning.
Yeah, I think I'd hate to see it completely go that way because I think social interaction, like physical social interaction, is very important. But I think it's good to have it in your back pocket, and I think they've seen that. Like if something comes up, something hurricane, natural disaster, something where you need to continue learning. People are geared towards it. Like we've already been through it. So it's good to do that every once in a while. Or if, bomb threat day or something, like just weird stuff that comes up that schools have to deal with, they could still do it online. And that's where we're going anyways, even like college.
It's tough too, though, like for parents that don't have jobs that allow them to work at home.
Yes.
Luckily, like we work for a company that is pretty damn flexible with our family life, home balance, and all that good stuff. But a lot of people don't have that, dude. Like some of the contractors that work out where we work, it's like they're not even, if you get the bubbles, then you're out of luck. They're not going to pay for you to be out.
No.
So I think that that incentivized people to make them want to come to work, even though they're not feeling well. And just like school districts of like, hey, just bring the kids and keep them away. Like that's how shit spreads, like.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man.
I'm pretty proud of the company we work for right now.
Yeah.
With how everything's been dealt with at this point. But it'd be crazy. I think there's been word of like maybe making school virtual, but that's another thing. Like our society's built on school. School's like learning, but it's also kind of daycare.
Yeah.
So it allows parents to both have jobs, come home, the kids come home.
Yeah.
And then you're allowed to have two incomes, which makes it easier, if one parent loses their job or something happens. So if we were to go to that, I mean, there's years where kids can't watch themselves at home and someone's got to be there. So I mean, that helps if the company allows you to work remotely and then you can watch the kid and the kid can do school online. And then when they get of age, they can stay at home and do school. Hopefully stay on the damn computer. That'd probably be hard.
I think a lot of people, I started working, I got a new job. So I started working from home and I didn't think I'd like it as much as I do, but I do more stuff and I probably work a little longer in the day than I would if I left the office. Cause when you leave, it's always like leave, our saying is like leave it at the gate, right? You leave it at the gate, you're done, right? But when you're at the house, you got your stuff there. So it's quick to answer some emails or follow up on stuff. Yeah. So I think by and large, most people or most companies are probably realizing, hey, our productivity is up from folks. We're getting a lot of results, right? You probably had a little dip in the beginning of performance, but once people got their bearings straight, I know a lot of people, with our company that we work at that don't want to go back. Yeah. They get more stuff done. You're not in cubicle space. You don't have to deal with other people yelling or the water cooler talk and people coming and interacting or disrupting you when you're working. You're just by yourself and you can get shit done.
That's interesting. There's also the other end of the spectrum where the people that don't do anything at work aren't doing anything at all. Yeah. You don't see them online ever.
Yeah. So. It's like those memes of, people are making the memes of working at home. And it's like, they're like the high performer, and it'll say like it'll title the high performer like is always talking on WebExes, always talking on the meetings, like blah 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 blah. Yeah. And then the low performer, and then it says low performer, like them in their pajamas, not having the camera on and drinking coffee, and then they just go, "Yep," you know what I mean?
Thank you.
Yeah, or just laughing whenever like someone says, "Ha ha ha." There's definitely those people too.
I like the guy on social media that like. He's on the Zoom calls or whatever, and he puts the green screen behind him. He's really like flying a plane.
Yeah, I think he's on a jet ski or something.
Jumping a bike on a dirt jump. Yeah. And he's like,
yeah. It's always interesting what the backgrounds they choose, because some thought went into some of these people backgrounds. Some of them,
Yeah.
some of them, a lot of people are starting to blur out their their backgrounds. WebEx and Teams are starting to have some filters and stuff that you could use to make it interesting.
It's pretty nice.
Yeah.
I love the people that put like the like tropical background.
Mm-hmm.
Just shows you
Their personality a little bit.
they got a little party in them.
Yeah. I don't know, man, but it's good. Hey, good to be back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to catch up. We had to cancel some shows, some episodes.
Catch up with school and where I missed 2 weeks of school. I got sick the first day my classes started.
So 2 weeks of 3 classes, right?
Yeah, I was originally signed up for 4, but backed it down to 3.
So you have some catching up to do.
Yeah. Luckily, I sent them an email, and I thought like they were gonna be like, "Oh, tough shit," but they were like, "Oh no, just turn it." I missed like 4 assignments.
Oh, they responded?
Yeah.
Wow.
I sent them an email, and I sent them an email late too, right? Because I was like, I need to send them an email today.
Yeah.
And then I honestly, dude, I watched so much damn Netflix when I was sick. I watched all of Cobra Kai while I was like feeling sick, so that was kind of crummy. But then when I started feeling better, I finished Friday Night Lights. And then there was like a day, like on Wednesday of week 2, that I probably could have came back to work, but I wasn't. I would have been shitty. Like I wasn't there yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I just was like, well, just gonna finish watching this, and then it was like Tuesday, and I was like, I could probably come back probably today, but feel really shitty. My emails were stacking up, dude. Hundreds of emails were stacking up, so it was giving me a little bit of like, crap, I need to do something. But I was just like, I kind of want to just watch this Netflix series.
A couple seasons left here.
It wouldn't end. There's like 7 seasons. I was like, when is this gonna end?
They always have a cliffhanger for some of these new. They have this down to a science, man. And I'm like, and it starts right up, right?
Yeah.
The next one just kind of starts. And you're like,
Oh yeah, I'll sit here.
I'll watch one more, but they're an hour long. You know,
Yeah.
so most of them are hour long. So you're like, I'll watch one more. So you're saying I'll be here one more hour.
Yeah,
But you think of it, I'll be here one more, like it's gonna be like 15 minutes.
Yeah, but it's not.
But no, you're gonna be there for like almost till tomorrow.
I think Kelly was getting annoyed with me. She was like, "All right, you need to start moving and getting up."
Get your ass up.
Yeah. And I was like, I really don't feel like it, to be honest with you, because I don't sit around and watch TV at all, really. At night, yeah, but like during the day, I'm always doing something. So I think she was getting kind of annoyed with me, like on week 2, we're like, all right, it's time for you to start doing stuff. But I didn't feel like it.
Yeah, didn't have a fever for 2 months. So she's like, "Come on, get the hell off the couch."
Yeah, I think when I stopped having fevers, I think in her head she was like, "All right, you're better."
Yeah,
I was like, "I'm really not." So, but
you wouldn't know because you're not like
yeah,
you're not me.
You're not you're not in my body right now. You know, you're not feeling what I'm feeling.
On the outside,
Yeah,
looks great.
Yeah.
And the inside, suffering.
Yeah. You know, I look better. I look better, but really I'm not on the inside. I'm not better.
So,
But
yeah,
no, she was great. So I got to do something special for her. She ran the house for 2 weeks, dude.
yeah.
Twins.
She
And
normally runs the house all the time.
no. Normally it's Daddy.
Yeah.
Daddy runs that household.
Where'd this mustache come from? Is this like
This is
showing you beat the bubbles?
This is the bubble stash.
Yeah.
I accidentally shaved when I was sick, and I like shaved here or something. I did something, and I was just psh. So then I just kept it. Just finished shaving, cleaning it.
You can't imagine. I used to cut my beard and I would chop it down and stuff, and sometimes I'd cut a hole.
Mm.
And so I had to cut it as short as that hole.
Yeah, I let it like grow out for 2. I'd never letting it grow out for like 2 weeks, and I have a lot of gray in my shit, dude. It's like there's no black; it's all white.
Yeah,
I got like just
nothing. Mustache looks good. You can keep that going until you get a gray in there.
There's grays in there. Yeah, you can take a peek.
It's too far to
take a peek in there.
Yeah.
No, there's definitely some white.
I'm surprised. No wisdom. So, but I don't know.
A lot of wisdom.
I don't know how
teeth.
you got them. Who do you look like? Steve Harvey.
Oh yeah. I could do some
The
impressions.
mustache makes the teeth look bigger.
That? Like a horse teeth or what?
I don't know if it's that,
No.
but they're nice.
I don't know. How long have we been going?
Yeah,
About
we're
37
good.
minutes.
So new podcast room.
The podcast room looks great.
We got another side. We're probably gonna work out some kinks. We have some new lights and stuff. Trying something new. Trying to be a little more comfortable. We like the old setup, but it was uncomfortable.
The chairs were uncomfortable.
So we almost could have just changed the chairs.
I liked the setup because it felt like a podcast. This feels like almost like a talk show almost.
Yeah. But we have all the same stuff.
It's comfortable though.
This is the table.
Is that what that is?
Podcast. This is the table, and then we had to buy chairs and these little side tables.
Isn't it crazy how this looks like those like YouTube videos? Those people that have all the little fancy lights.
It's like we were influenced by something.
What do you mean?
By, I don't know, YouTube videos.
Yeah, YouTubers.
But well, it's good having you back, man. We'll start having guests on again. Probably in the next couple weeks.
Yeah.
Next week, maybe. We got some people lined up, and then we'll start pumping them out again.
I think this setup it's more natural for conversation though.
Yeah.
I think it makes the guests feel a little more comfortable. It's not so like empowering like the other one. The other one was very like
intimidating.
Yeah, you walk in, it's kind of a tight space, and people, their lights are right on them, and they're just like, oh shit.
It's like a movie set.
Yeah, there's a lot of shit going on there.
Yeah.
There's a lot of shit going on here, but it's it's more open.
It's a little more calm, relaxed. You got some fun things around the room you can't see, but we'll upgrade and do things. We got into the RGB light game.
I'm a big fan of those RGB lights, man. I like them a lot. Almost too much.
Yeah. Got to get an app for everything.
Yeah.
But, yep. It was good having you back, buddy.
Nice to be back.
Love.
Love, love, love. Bye.
Bye.